published 1325 EDT, 1 October 2017. Updated 1325 EDT, 1 October 2017. Newcastle United and Liverpool can usually be relied upon to put on an entertaining match when they come head-to-head, and their Sunday afternoon Premier League encounter was no different. With the goals, chances and talking points flying around, it is easy to miss some of the finer details from the game. This is where Sportsmail comes in, as we guide you through some of the things you missed at St James Park. Newcastle honored one of their own with a standing ovation in memory of Freddy ShepherdFreddy Shepherd. TributesBefore the match, the St James Park faithful honored one of their own with a standing ovation in memory of Sir Freddy Shepherd. The former Newcastle chairman died earlier this week at the age of 75, with tributes pouring in from across the footballing world. A proud Geordie, Shepherd invested in numerous regeneration projects in the city, as well as serving as United chairman between 1997 and 2007. The former Newcastle chairman and proud Geordie died earlier this week at the age of 75. To an army on the march. Newcastle's fans are a passionate bunch, to the extent that they have become one of the most mocked and parodied groups of supporters in England. However, there is no question their commitment to the cause is impressive, as demonstrated by a colourful march from Leazes Park to the nearby stadium pre-game. Armed with plenty of flags and chants, the Toon Army made an impressive sight. It is good to have them back in the Premier League. Newcastle fans with flags march from Leazes Park to the nearby St James Park pre-match. The Toon Army put on a fine display of colour and noise as they walk to the game. A young fan waves a black and white flag as he walks with his family to the stadium. Shearer in the house. Possibly Newcastle's most famous son, Alan Shearer, returned to St James on Sunday in a radio commentary role. The former Magpies captain has not been afraid to criticize the club in the past, but their strong start under Rafa Benitez will have pleased him very much. Certainly, Shearer looked happy to be back in his old stomping ground, laughing and joking with colleagues before kick-off. Possibly Newcastle's most famous son, Alan Shearer, returned to St James on Sunday. Shearer looked happy to be back in his old stomping ground, laughing and joking. Goals guaranteed for those of a certain Premier League vintage. The 43 win for Liverpool over Newcastle United in 1996 will never be matched. The late Stan Collymore strike. Kevin Keegan slumped over the advertising hoardings. Iconic images that seem like they are from another planet, given the modern state of the league. Newcastle against Liverpool has never failed to bring plenty of goals, even as one of the most played matches since 1992. 44 Newcastle v Liverpool has never seen a goalless draw in the PL 44 meetings. Only Newcastle vs Tottenham has had more 45. Vibrant. Optajo at Optajo. October 1, 2017. We will always support you, we will never doubt you, we are with you. It's fair to say Newcastle fans are quite fond of Benitez, and they took that a step further on Sunday afternoon. A huge Spanish-language banner was unfurled in the Gallowgate end, reading "We will always support you, we will never doubt you, we are with you," along with a large image of a benevolently smiling Benitez. The display is inspired by a similarly worded banner created by Valencia fans when Benitez was in charge of the La Liga side. A huge Spanish-language banner was unfurled in the Gallowgate end, backing Rafa Benitez like Bambi on ice. Liverpool's defense has been questioned throughout the season, and this game was no different after they let in the Newcastle equalizer. John Joe Shelby's long ball split the back four, and when Joel Matip attempted to tackle striker Joselu, he only managed to kick it off the Spaniard and into the net. Soon the gifs and pictures were dropping in, with one inventive account comparing Liverpool to a deer having some trouble on a frozen lake. Women of interest. There were two notable women in the stands for this game of interest to two different teams for differing reasons. On the left in the below image is Amanda Staveley, a businesswoman linked heavily in local media with a takeover of Newcastle United. On the right is Margaret Aspinall, Hillsborough campaigner, who is Benitez's guest of honor for the fixture. Amanda Staveley, centre and campaigner Margaret Aspinall right, watched the game